Good evening, everyone. Today we have speaking session 1, and our trainer for today is Mr. Shafiq Mohammed. These are a few instructions for you all. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise free environment, for which we recommend you to use your earphones for the best experience. Also, respect your instructor, your classmates, and yourself. Be respectful and professional, and do not write anything inappropriate in the chat box. Moving ahead, these are the three memberships that are available to you at Ubergrad. You instantly become a bronze member when you get yourself registered on the Ubergrad website. Apart from that, we have the silver and the gold memberships with some additional facilities as displayed on the screen. So, for getting yourselves upgraded to any of these two, that is silver or gold memberships, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves upgraded from there, or you can just send in your details in the chat box and I'll make you get into contact with the organization. Moving ahead, at Ubergrad, you also get free profile evaluation, which is done by our experts, which consists of university shortlisting, course recommendations, country recommendations, which are made according to a student's future aspirations, course of study, academic strengths, career objectives, and requirements. Moreover, we also have recommendations report, which is customized according to the students, according to their profile and requirements. And we also have doubt clearance regarding the study abroad process, which consists of university shortlisting, applications, scholarships, etc. So these are a few live classes which goes on at Ubergrad every week. So firstly, we have free GRE live classes which goes on from Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. It's a 2-month course. We also have free live Duolingo classes which goes on from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30. It's a 2-week course. So both of these sessions are online classes. For getting yourselves enrolled for any of these two, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves enrolled for it. Moving ahead, these are some of the achievements of the students who got themselves enrolled at Ubergrad. Now I'll quickly show you the website of Ubergrad, where a lot of information is there and you can explore a lot over there on the website itself. So this is the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com. Over here, you can explore a lot about the countries, the various universities, courses, and examinations that you are applying for. Moreover, we have free profile evaluation and talk to a counselor option. We also have AI country recommendations, AI course recommendations, so you can make use of these features. And we also have test preparation stores, which consists of live IELTS, live GRE, live Duolingo classes. And we also have some additional features, some additional services for the students, which consists of, all right, so which consists of the education loans, the Forex cards, accommodation, international SIM, US bank account, US credit card, etc. And blogs are uploaded on a daily basis. So you can just go and explore a lot that's there on the website. Now I'll quickly show you the place where you can access the recordings and the handouts, also the sessional test of the various sessions and the various modules. So just go onto the website, go onto your name, My Test Preparation, go on to IELTS Academic Comprehensive Live Classes course. On clicking on that particular window, this would be on that particular option, this window would be displayed. Now, for example, now see, we have 4 modules: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So all the recordings and the handouts of these modules are there. For example, on Friday, we had reading session 5. So if you want to access the recording of reading session 5, which was held last week, so just go on to reading option, go on to day 5, since Friday was day 5 for the reading module. And the first option is usually the handouts option to the handouts of the various modules. And the last recording, that is just go on to 3.5.9. So it will direct you to the recording of 24th November. That was the Friday's recording of reading session day 5. So by this procedure, you can access the recordings and the handouts of the various sessions and the various modules. And also, after completing each module, you can make use of the sessional tests of that particular module by just clicking on the sessional tests option that's there after each module. Now, also, I will tell you, I will send a Telegram channel link in the chat box of all right. So I'll also send a Telegram channel link in the chat box. So you can just join the Telegram channel of IELTS and make use of the mock test and the other information that would be available to you on the Telegram channel itself. So that's it from my side. All the answers, all the questions and the doubts, if you have any, I'll be clearing out in the end of the session. So for now, I'll be just handing over the platform to our trainer for today, Mr. Shafiq Mohammed. So, sir, good evening, sir. You
Yes,
can
ma'am.
take over.
Good evening. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. So, hi, guys. Very good evening. I'm Mohammed Shafiq. I'm your trainer for especially for speaking today. Okay. So, I think you saw me on the first module, that is for listening. Okay. So, whatever questions you have regarding how to access the website and how to go to the website and access things. So definitely you would have come across all these things by now because it's your 4th week, right? So if you have any doubts, you can keep it in the end for accessing the website and accessing the materials and accessing the mock tests. Okay. So all these things you can, once you can go to the website and browse it, you will understand. Okay. So if you have anything, you can please type it in the chat box. I'll be able to get it. Okay. Hello, everybody. So someone has typed, where can we get the answers key for the handouts? So Omkar, it is there the website itself. Yes. So you need to find the answers over there. But if you don't find it, again, ma'am will help you by the end of the call. Okay. Yes. Ma'am is just reading a lesson. Sir took the ideas to speak. Okay, what do you mean by the secret channel? So, guys, if you have anything, you can speak to our counselors, speak to our trainers. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Fine. See, everyone has their proficiency. I mean, obviously, proficiently, they'll be speaking really well. Okay. So everyone has their, way of speaking. So it's sometimes, to get adjusted to people will be little difficult. But once you come across, it will be easier. So don't worry about it. Even if you have any doubt, please don't hesitate to ask ma'am. She will definitely help you. Okay. Okay. She's our moderator. She's a, she'll help you to access all these things. Okay. So please get into touch with ma'am later. And also the Telegram link, guys, that will also help you. Okay. Yes. So, well, without wasting time, we'll quickly start the session, guys. Okay, sir, my reading score stuck at 6 bands. How to increase? Okay, so guys, I'm telling you again and again. I think I told you in the first module itself for the listening, which I've taken. So see, IELTS or English, it takes some time. So you have been, reading, writing, and speaking English from your, childhood onwards. But by this time, you have reached a certain level. So you need to practice. So definitely, reading and writing is what usually students get little lesser score than speaking and listening. Definitely, because We don't read much, isn't it? We so now you need to have the habit of reading things. Okay, read articles, because articles are very important when it comes to reading in IELTS. All these reading things are reading passages are derived from newspapers and journals of UK. So all these are articles only. They are not like, it's not a Cinderella story or a Harry Potter story, not made up stories. These are all factual, you know, things, articles. Obviously, a story which is not a unreal thing. It's a real thing. So all these are articles. Start reading articles, mostly BBC articles. The reason is all these articles are derived from UK, and BBC is from UK, right? So try to read those articles, and not only those articles, even if you come across any article in the newspaper, or why newspaper, just type it in the Google yourself, type articles, you'll get it. But if you practice on mostly on BBC articles, you will be focusing on IELTS. You're focusing on IELTS now, right? So definitely, you might come across those kind of articles. So by these articles only, they make these comprehension passages. Okay, so that is one thing. Any which ways, this is off the topic today. We are going to speak on, or we are going to like all these 5 days. We are going to prepare on speaking. Okay, so once reading comes, you can ask questions. Okay, again. Okay, so let me share the screen. Yeah, I think I have already shared the screen. No, okay, let me share it. Okay, so I believe everyone can see my screen now. Okay, so IELTS speaking is all about 3 tasks, or we call them as parts. Part 1, part 2, and part 3. Okay. So part 1, what is part 1? Part 1 in speaking is mostly about conversation. Or see, mostly they say conversation, but the examiner will only ask the question. You're the person who needs to say blabber things about, because you're the one who is getting judged, isn't it? So in part one, first the examiner will ask you, the first question will be, tell me about yourself. See, usually it's a very common question, but nowadays the examiners are asking in this way, what do you do? So what do you do is a question which is obviously related to yours. Tell me something about yourself in brief, isn't it? That is what the examiner is asking. So the question nowadays they're asking is, what do you do? They start with what do you do. But before that, guys, about speaking, you need to know something. So it is a one-to-one conversation. So it's a conversation between you and the examiner, and you're the only one person sitting in the room, because at a time one person will be giving the examination. Okay, and it would be face-to-face round. So mostly students ask me, or the test takers ask me, sir, do I need to wear formal? Do I need to go in formals? Yes, definitely. If you want to go in formals, it's fine. But even if you wear casuals, also no one is going to object. The reason is, it's not an interview. It is definitely not an interview. So no need to be formal, and that too, the conversation will be also informal. I mean, not so formal. So you can go, you can neatly dress up any which way. Don't go in shorts and sleeveless. Don't go in that way. Okay, sir said you can go in casuals, but don't go in super casuals. Okay, don't go with slippers, or all these things, or flippers and all. Okay, dress neatly, reasonably, and go to the examination. Okay, both and also speaking, because speaking is a face to face. You're going to see the examiner there, right? So you have to be presentable. At least for LRW, which is listening, reading and writing, no one is going to observe you, because you're going to write the examination, or type the examination if you're taking the computer-based test. But for speaking, both for computer-based test or paper-based test, it will be face-to-face round only. Even if you're taking a computer-based test, it won't be on the computer. It won't be online. Okay. So it would be face-to-face for both the tests. Okay. Remember this. Okay. And another one, good to know information is both for general and academic, speaking will be the same. Okay. Even listening also will be the same. Okay. So same means it's not that same questions will be asked, but the level of intensity, everything will be the same for both academic and general IELTS. Okay. So this is like again little off the topic. We have been giving classes on academic only because we have mostly have more than 99.99% students who are going to MS. So we are going to give only IELTS academic preparation only. Okay. Yes. So speaking has three parts or three sections. We call them as parts. Part one is mostly your introduction has to be done, and after that, some questions will be asked, like 4 to 5 questions might be related to your hometown or your family studies. If you said in your conversation that or in your introduction, if you said that, sir, I work, or ma'am, I am a working professional, then the examiner would ask something related to work. If you say you're a student, then the examiner would ask some questions related to studies. Like, for example, why did you choose this subject? Why did you choose this stream? Okay. And after that, some questions are also can come something related to these questions. These are all part one questions. Okay. So hometown, accommodation, family, friends, neighbors, neighborhood, leisure time. Again, leisure time is again hobbies also. Hobbies, leisure time, all are one and the same. Okay. Internet, cooking, and name is not there. For example, what is the meaning of your name? Who gave the name for you? Do you want to change the name in future? Yes, anything can be asked. But these questions are like very general questions where you are familiar with. So part one entirely about you yourself. They're going to ask about you. Which food do you like? Okay. What do you do in your leisure time? Which do you like music or not? Okay. What kind of pets do you have? Do you read newspapers? What kind of weather do you like? So it's all about you guys. Part one is about, they say it's a warm-up session, but you will be get judged. You'll be judged on it. Okay. What are the things in speaking where you will be judged or given these band scores? How are these band scores given? Let's see. Okay. So, yes. So, like you can see my screen, IELTS academic speaking, academic or general speaking is the same. Again, the band descriptors are like this. To score 7+ bands, you need to be good in 4 criteria. What are these 4 criteria? Fluency and coherence, lexical resources, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. So what is fluency and coherence? Fluency is obviously that when you are given a topic, when you are given a question, whether you're fluently speaking on it or not, or your speech has some, obstacles in it, or you're thinking about it in between and you stopped the somewhere, that is hampering your fluency, right? So whenever you have that thought process error, whenever you're still thinking about things, then you would stop, isn't it? So there your fluency hampers. And sometimes due to hesitation also, what people do is, or what test takers do is, they can't speak properly. So that hampers the fluency. That there you'll actually lose marks for fluency. And what is coherence? Coherence is nothing but whether you're staying on the topic and speaking on the topic or not. Whether you're, meaningfully conjoining the sentences and you're staying on the topic and speaking and uttering the sentences on it or not. Okay. That is called fluency and coherence. Okay. So everything is 25%. Okay. 25, 25, 25, 25. So altogether, it is 100% again. But again here, so how they are going to, give you the marks on each and every, how, like for example, how many fluency errors, or how many lexical errors will lead you to which band score? They have not told. They have just told that you have to be good in fluency and coherence. Lexical resources should be reasonable enough. Grammar, while grammar wise you have to be, maintain that accuracy. And pronunciation is what they look, but they have not told how many points will decrease. They'll decrease. It depends upon the examiner, isn't it? No, it depends upon us, right? If we really look upon these four criterias and we, speak, we have that in mind. Okay, we have to go in these four criterias. If we maintain this, definitely no one is going to stop us in scoring 8 bands. Believe me, guys, it's that easy. Okay, but I've seen people who are not from English medium background. See, I don't want to degrade, or even the English medium background people also make lots of mistakes. But for those who are not non-English medium background people, they need to little buckle up themselves. They need to be little more cautious, and and learn little harder than these people, because these people, these English medium people, when they have been studying from LKG, UKG to 10th standard, and after that they would have even studied even there also. So from inter onwards, intermediate or +2 or whatever it is, after 10th SSC, we don't much focus on English. But in the schooling, whatever we have learned, you know, IELTS tests that. IELTS actually tests your entire, schooling English. Believe me. Obviously, whatever we have learned, that only we are going to represent over there. So all of a sudden, one person comes and says, "Sir, I want to get 8 bands." So first, you need to think where your present band score is, where the level of your score is now. Definitely from that, obviously with practice. It's not a rocket science, guys. English is not a rocket science, just a language. But you need to learn. You need to give some time, isn't it? So that is what I'm telling you guys. It's not a great deal, believe me. IELTS itself is not a great deal, but if you don't take it seriously, you will not get your desired band score. To get your desired band score, you need to work hard. Like for example, someone told about reading, asked about reading. Sir, how can I improve my band score? Definitely you need to give time. You need to learn the tricks and turns in reading. You need to read more and more articles. Okay, see, we all don't speak at all. When it comes to speaking, see, all we do is even if we read our books or things, even if we see things, listen things, but it is not coming from our mouth. Unless until you speak, you cannot improve in speaking. So whatever it is there in your mind, it's just like computers. Like the CPU has the software in it, but unless until you click on the this thing or the button, it won't come on the screen, isn't it? So even the entire software is there, but unless until you click on the button, that means unless until you speak, you wouldn't uh, improve your language. Where you're going wrong, who is going to correct you? Okay, so all these things are see, correction is a different thing, but mostly people hesitate to speak. I've seen many people, those who are even good in English, they are good in vocabulary, they're very good in grammar, believe me. They know the deepest grammar. But when it comes to speaking, we need only simple grammar, guys. What is the simple grammar? Subject verb agreement. Which tense you are speaking in? Is it present tense or past tense or future tense? Whatever the question is, in that tense you're going to speak. That is it, guys. Okay, it is that very simple. Okay, let's come to lexical resources. What is lexical resources? Lexical resources are nothing but vocab. In our general terms, it is called as vocabulary. And here also, vocabulary doesn't mean very high-end vocabulary. No, it's not that in Deccan Chronicle or in the Hindu paper, we see very high-end vocabulary, right? Initially, when I remember when I started learning English like 15 years ago, I took this the Hindu paper. I went to the market and took this Hindu paper and came home and I started reading it. I couldn't believe me. I couldn't read one paragraph. The reason is it has so rich vocabulary. Every time I had to look into this dictionary, so there I lost my interest. Oh my gosh, what is this? Every time I have to, every word I need to look, in a sentence, at least 2 to 3 words, I need to look into the dictionary. It was so hard for me to learn. Then someone told me, take a simpler paper, go for Deccan Chronicle, where you can, find little, little range of vocabulary would be little lesser. So, and then someone said, re-interest read the interest where you find the interest in the article. For example, the article which interests you. For example, I used to love entertainment at that point of time. I used to go to those vlogs and blogs or those articles and used to read. I used to read that. So if you like reading, if you love sports, read those articles. Start with that. So you need to find that interest in it, guys. Okay, so let's come back to lexical resources. So lexical resources here means not hide vocabulary. No, even if you say, for example, I'll just see, it's a regular example I give to my students. So Ram is a good guy. Ram is good in studies. Ram is good in good with people. Ram is good in sports. So I'm giving different sentences, but I'm not changing that good vocabulary. I only so the examiner will know that okay, this guy only knows good, God good, and he's not good for other things. He'll think that. So instead of saying that, if I say Ram is great in sports, Ram is nice with people, Ram is awesome in studies. See, I have not used very high-end vocabulary. If you can just listen to it, it's a simple vocab. I mean, simple words only I've used it, but I've showed the variation. So here we need variation. It's not high end. The variation of vocabulary is what you need here. Okay, that means the examiner doesn't want, he doesn't want to listen to the same, monotonous words, monotonous sentences. You need to, give like a nice dish. For example, I'll tell you one example. Every day you eat only dal rice every day. See, dal rice is my favorite, any which ways. Okay, for many years favorite also. Okay, but it will become like much monotonous, isn't it? Also need okay with this dal rice. We need to add some more curry. We need to add another curry. We need to have some non-veg. We need to have this ghee with it or achar with it next time. Okay, we always add something and present eat it, isn't it? So that is where the examiners also we need to please the examiners with your vocabulary. Again, high-end vocabulary. The you should avoid monotonous vocabulary, okay, or monotonous sentences. But if you also add idioms, then also it's fine. See, if you use idioms, it's well and fine. But I've seen some test takers, they mug like 10 idioms to the examination, and they only focus on those 10 idioms and they put it wherever they want and then speak on it. So it should not be like that. If you feel that, okay, yes, these idioms are coming according to the conversation, it should come naturally again. Okay, so it's not like you have learned few idioms and you are going to speak on it. No, it won't be like that. It should not be like that. Even if you don't speak idioms also, people can get 8 bands, believe me. So but if you learn idioms, it's good. Okay, that is one thing. And then grammatical range and accuracy is nothing but again, I'm sorry, the general grammar things, like I told you, if you are making grammar errors, like for example, instead of saying present tense, you are saying something related to past. Okay, or if you're using will, instead of saying in present, what do you do? But you said I will. That's wrong, right? So which tense the question is, that you need to be a little careful. Okay. So grammatical range and accuracy again also means that, you know, subject verb agreements. Okay. And also uh, like mostly these past tense, present tense, future tenses, subject verb agreements and tenses. This is what I find mostly in many of the students, they make mistakes. Okay, so just be aware of it. And pronunciation, the last but not the least, the fourth one is pronunciation. Again, pronunciation doesn't mean that you have to speak like a American or a UK person or English person or a Australian or a New Zealand. Not required. Okay, see, English is pronounced in different ways in with the English people itself. So no need to have any particular accent. See, there is something called neutral accent where the 90% of the word is pronounced correctly. So they'll accept it. But it doesn't mean that you are pronouncing a word, for example, lexical resources is there. You're saying lexical resources. It's wrong, right? Pronunciation is wrong. Or for example, instead of saying academic, you said academic. It's wrong. So at least the 90% of the pronunciation should be good. That is what it is. And the opposite person should understand. Make the opposite person understand what you're trying to say. It is not that, okay, I know what I'm speaking, but if I'm not able to convey and give that message to you, what I'm trying to say, then there's no, you know, communication happening here. So pronunciation also means that yes, but you need to listen to these English speakers, but don't get their accent. See, every English people, I mean UK people have an accent, different kinds of accents, isn't it? Even in our India itself, if we speak Hindi, if Hindi is spoken by a person from South who's not that touch with the language, but we can simply find, okay, this person is not from here. A South Indian comes to a North India for a tour or something, and if he tries to speak in Hindi, you will definitely find out in a next minute only. You'll find out, isn't it? So here also the examiners will know that you're not a native English speaker, obviously. And by the way, the most of the I mean people will have this. Sir, the examiner will be an Indian or a foreigner. So 90% will be Indians only, guys. I've seen mostly Indians only taking the exam. I mean, like examiners will be Indians only. But in Chennai, like last time, one student gave an examination in Chennai. He was from, Andhra, but he gave the examination in Chennai. He was studying in. So he got a Afro American as a, you know, this examiner, speaking examiner. So don't worry about all these things. So I have seen 90.95%, I can say, all are Indians only who's going to take the examiner. But if at all, sometimes it can happen. Okay. So be prepared for everything. All you need to do is you need to answer to the questions properly. Listen to what they're trying to say and answer to the question. That is it. That's done. Okay. Any which way, what type of questions are to be asked in every part, we are going to discuss that. So these are the four like main criterias: fluency and coherence, and lexical resources, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So how to improve your fluency? It's a self. You can read it by yourself. Is self-understanding things, isn't it? So practice speaking regularly. That's what I was telling, right? Even not only speaking, even for reading, also you need to practice, isn't it? So that is what the thing. And the last one, also I was explaining, right? Avoid repetition. Okay. So fillers and all these things, definitely it will come in due course. But first point, practice English regularly, and the last point, avoid reputation. These two are very important in this screen, guys. Very, very important. Okay. I hope you have read these points. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, use appropriate pauses. Definitely, there's no rush, isn't it? It should not be in such a way that I need to completely finish the examination and go out. My girlfriend is waiting outside, or my boyfriend is waiting outside. No, it should not be in such a way. Or due to tension, due to the hesitation, you just want to complete this fast and go out. No, that should not be the case. Be put, be calm, give your examination nicely, out of the room with a smile. Okay, so um, just have little time, little take little pause. Again, don't pause for a longer time, 2 to 3 minutes. No, if part one is asked, immediately you need to answer it, and just think about it 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, what this question is all about. Just process it in your mind so that your thought process will be nicer. You can just take 2 to 3 minutes. Sorry, 2 to 3 seconds. Sorry, not minutes. Okay, so you can just process that question, just pause a little bit in the starting, and then speak, and speak slowly. Okay, don't speak like this. Okay, pausing the right moments can help to empathize. Okay, it should not be like this. Okay, you can't say like this. Okay, my name is Shafiq, and I am from this place. I have completed. It should not be like that. It should come in a as if you're singing things. Okay, don't sing over there, by the way. Okay, it's not a singing competition, but it should be in rhythm, guys. Okay, listen to the examiner, pay attention to the questions asked by the examiner and answer them directly. That's it. So whatever the question is asked, you just answer it. That's it. Sometimes they ask, do you prepare food for yourself? Why or why not? So people forget why thing. Yes, they'll only answer the first part. So obviously listen to the entire question and then answer it. And for part one, it is mostly about answering it in 2 to 3 sentences. Okay. Again, don't count. Okay, Shafiqs are only 2 sentences, one, two. Okay, I'll stop. No, it should be natural again. If it is going up to 5 sentences, 6 sentences, also no issues. Where there is a room for speaking, where you feel that okay, I can speak on this question for more than 3 to 4 sentences, speak on it. It should be natural. Again, don't stop yourself, but it should not prolong also. You need to maintain that equilibrium. The reason is the examiner will not have the entire time for you. Okay, by the way, we didn't discuss the time, right? So the entire time for speaking is 11 to 14 minutes. That means the examination is only 11 to 14 minutes. By the 14th minute, you will be out of the examination. I mean, that room. Okay. So I've seen students even who have given only within 10 minutes. They go into the room, they give the examination, come within 10 minutes, 10 to 11 minutes. That's it. Sir, they just asked me what I do and one part two question, and that's 2 to 3 questions after that. That's it, sir. 10 minutes is done. I came back. So it happens. It doesn't mean that the examiner is not interested in you or you have not done the examination well. Because the examiner found it, okay, this is enough to judge a person. This much time is enough to judge a person. But they'll definitely conduct all three parts, guys. They won't even stop with one part, okay? They'll conduct all the three parts, but the time can be shorter for some people. It doesn't mean that the examiner is less interested or you're great or something. No, it is like this. If they feel that they have got the amount of judgment to be done on the conversation or the things which you have uttered from your mouth is enough, perfect. I mean, 10 to 11 minutes is fine. That is what. Okay. So, like there's a saying, I always say this. Okay. Uh, uh, when we cook rice, just one strand of rice after whether it is cooked or not, just we need to check that one strand of rice, right? In the same way, these 10 to 11 minutes are enough to judge you which level you are in English speaking. Okay. Yes. So the entire time is 11 to 14 minutes. By 13th or 14th minute, you'll be out of the examination. And part one is 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. Part one is 4 to 5 minutes. So what is part one? We're going to discuss about it. So structure and all not required as of now. I'll tell you later. Okay. There's no structure in speaking. Whatever they ask, just you need to speak on it. Okay. Yes. So part one, like I told you, part one is 4 to 5 minutes, and you'll be asked after introduction, after introducing yourself, you'll be asked 3 to 4 questions. That's what I said, right? At least 4 questions they're asked. So the 4 questions will be can be on any of these topics after introduction. The 4 to 5 questions will be on any of these topics. Not all the topics will be asked. They'll only choose only one topic. For example, work. They might ask you, why did you why are you working in this stream, or what is your day-to-day job in your work, or what is your day-to-day things which you do in your job. That question can be asked. Okay, why did you choose this profession, they might ask. Okay, something related to work like this. Okay, if it is on hometown, okay, um, what is one thing which you like in hometown, what is one thing which you don't like in your hometown. Okay, like these kind of questions. Okay, how is the transportation in your hometown, how are the facilities in your hometown, like 4 to 5 questions, maximum 4 questions, that's it. Okay, so let's see what kind of part one questions we have. I want first some of the people to raise hands so that I can ask few questions on part one. Okay, you can raise hands. Okay, so we'll start with Lobo. Aaron, hi. Aaron, are you there? Aaron, you can unmute yourself and speak.
Yes,
Hello.
I'm there.
Yes. So, what is your full name?
My name is Aaron Lobo.
Okay, it's the same thing. So, what is the meaning of your name?
So actually, my name is a biblical name. It derives itself from the Bible. Actually, it has the common base in the Abrahamic religion, which is the brother of actually a prophet in the religion named Moses.
Okay, got it. So, you can avoid this actually word.
Got it.
Okay. Yes, okay, okay. Fine. I mean, once in a while you can say it once or twice, but don't repeat it much. Okay. So I've seen
Yeah.
people repeating actually, like, more. Okay, all these things. But once in a while you can say that. Not a big deal. Okay. So Aaron, my question to you is, what do you do?
I'm presently working as an implementation specialist in a local company over here. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. So what is this implementation specialist all about?
So my basic task in the company is I deploy the software code that is given to me in the client system. I also handle the servers part and make sure the servers are running. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Okay. And why did you choose this stream, Aaron, if I may know?
Okay, so I've started I just completed my engineering in 2023. It's been actually, I've completed it on May 27th, actually. So,
Mhm.
yeah, and
You're
after
quite
this,
good. Um,
I've, I've been working in this company since then,
okay.
and I've ended up in this company because of my bachelor's degree. It's in computer science engineering, so I'm working in the same field. Actually.
Okay, but why did you choose this computer science as your mainstream or stream of your work, if I may know?
When I completed my 11th and 12th, like my high school, I actually didn't have any plans on what to pursue as a career. Uh, I ended up on computer science because I found it as a more reliable uh,
True.
way of improving my skills, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay, okay, okay. Got it. So, yeah, that's it. That's it from my end. Good. Your clarity of speech is good, and I love your confidence levels too. And Aaron, where you're calling from?
Mangalore.
Mangalore. Good. Good. And yes, thank you. So, who else has raised the hand? Let me ask. Okay. Himani, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Himani. Where are you calling from, Himani?
Sir, I am from Haryana, sir.
Haryana. So, Himani, what do you do?
I am currently pursuing my BTech from uh, Tier 3 college, sir.
Gayatri College. Okay. So, which stream have you chosen?
Computer science, sir.
Computer science again. Okay. And why did you choose this stream? It's very lame question, but I have to ask. Yes. Why did you choose this subject?
Sir, when I took admission in BTech, I was not sure what to choose or what to not. What my teacher recommend, I choose.
Okay. But my teacher recommended. That's the reason I chose it. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Uh, so you need to complete the sentence. Okay. So this computer science subject is that popular in your university or college?
Yes, sir. It is most popular subject. In other branches, there are almost 20 to 30 students, but in my branch, almost there are 120, 150 students.
Okay. So if not computer science, what would have for as a second opinion or a second favorite subject? What would you have chosen actually?
Sir, I would choose civil engineering, sir.
Civil engineering, and why is that?
I love to work in field, sir.
Okay, you like field work. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that's something. I mean, not so common to hear from a girl because usually, I mean, it's not with everyone. Okay, even boys love to stay in AC room and work. Okay, that is a different thing. Okay, I'm not biased with all those things, but you're really brave. I like it. Okay,
No, no, sir.
and
I am basically from a background where girls are prohibited for most of the work, and I have to, courage to do something new that my area doesn't allow a girl.
very good. That's very brave of you. You will do it. Okay. So definitely you have come to till now, isn't it? You are now graduating in computer science. Definitely, you're going to go out and work and see the world. So you can set a great example, I believe, Iman. Right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So one more question to you is, you said you're from Haryana, and
Yes,
can you tell me something about your hometown a little bit?
sir. My hometown. Sir, can you clarify what should I told you about?
What should I tell? So you need to tell about your place where you're from. See, Haryana is a very big. Obviously, it's a. Which
I am
city or
from
state are you from? Tell
Bhiwani,
me.
Bhiwani, sir.
You're from which?
Bhiwani, from a small village called Sirsi.
Oh, seriously. Okay. Can you like tell me something about your village?
Sir, it is a very small village,
Mm-hmm.
sir, I'm
Like,
not able to speak that much about it.
what is famous in your village? Can you tell me that?
Nothing that much, sir.
Oh, you should not say like that, Imani. You should be proud of your village. Even if it's a small town or village, you should say,
Sir, I
my
know
village.
I need to say something, but I hadn't hear anything that much famous about my
So you need to
village.
think up a little bit. See, if someone wants, for example, you're studying in your college and one of your friends wants to visit your place, will you say, "Hey, there's nothing great about my village or my town"? then they'll drop there itself. They won't even come to your place. You should say something because you want them to come. You would say, my place is famous for agriculture. We grow paddy, we grow this, we grow that. Our village atmosphere is really awesome. You won't find it in bigger towns and cities. If you say this, definitely that's a very good selling point. They'll come to your village, believe me. So there is always something great, but we don't notice. See, I live in a coastal area. It's Vishakhapatnam. It's quite. I live very near to the coast. I mean, very near the beach. So for me, beach is everyday thing. I see every day. But the people who are not from coastal area, those who those who haven't seen a beach or the coastal place, for them it is different, isn't it? They want to see things. So
Yes.
I know you are familiar with your things about your village, but you need to know what are good. For example, this temple is good. This place, the parks are good, or the agriculture is famous, and then the greenery is good in my village. Something or the other, you need to take 2 to 3 points. Okay, these 2 to 3 points about your village. Even if there is no point, also you can say, my village is just like a common or just a like a normal village. Any village in an India would be where agriculture is most famous or mostly done in these villages. And I believe to come out from a hectic life, from a bustling city, these kind of villages are very good to hang out. Something like that, you can say. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Himani. Okay.
Thank.
Yes. So, Hashmi Sayed, are you there?
Yes,
Yes. Hashmi, where are you from?
I am from Gujarat.
You're from Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Gujarat. Okay. So, which part of Gujarat again?
I live in a Baroda city near.
Okay. I live in a Baroda city or I live in Baroda city. Which one is correct?
I live near a Baroda city.
Near Baroda city. Okay. Very good. I'm sorry. So, tell me a bit about yourself. Like, what do you do?
Okay. Myself, my Sayyid Muhammad Hashmi Ashraf Ali, and I am an electrical engineer. I completed my bachelor's from electrical engineering in 2021. Currently, I am pursuing my job in a private company, and I live in a countryside of Gujarat, and which is located in a western part of the country. My
Okay.
village is very famous for agriculture purpose, and also there are many tourist places are in my near to my village, so many tourists
Okay.
also visit to the place.
Okay. So, what is the meaning of your name and who gave your name, Hashmi?
My father gave me this name, and I tried a lot to find a meaning of my name, but I didn't found. And
Hmm.
I also asked my father to find the meaning of my name, but they also didn't find any name meaning.
Okay. Okay. Very good. See, it's not I didn't found. I didn't find.
Okay,
I didn't find because didn't is past tense, right? Again, found is also a past tense. Both will not come together. So I also
okay,
didn't find the meaning of the name. Didn't find is the
okay.
okay. And my question to you is, Hashmi, um is it easy to change the name in our country?
No, it's quite difficult to change a name in my country because there is a lot of process of government process which person has to do for changing a name. So quite difficult for in my country to change a name.
So do you like to change your name in
No,
future?
I would not like to change my name because I'm very well known because of my name. Also, my name is very unique, so I don't like to change my name in the future.
Obviously, you have been known by this name from your childhood, isn't it? So everyone calls by this. So you don't want to change it, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay. And uh, are there any special traditions in naming children in your culture?
Uh, As per my observations, I didn't find any special ceremonies to give a name to your child.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm,
yes, there are in many other religions. I have seen that
mm-hmm.
people celebrate the moment while they give a name to a child.
Okay, but in your tradition, there's nothing like that. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Uh, what kind of names or what names are most common in your hometown?
Well, I live in a countryside, and I live in a countryside, and people are very well known. Each name is like Rahul, Ajay, and these names are very popular.
Okay, thank you so much. Good. Let's go with Sneha Saha. Sneha.
Yes, sir.
Sneha, hi. Where are you from?
So I'm from Kolkata.
Kolkata. Good. So, which part of Kolkata? Like any particular area?
Yes, I live in a town that is called Barakpur.
Okay.
We are
Okay.
from Kolkata.
How is this area? Can you describe a little bit?
Yes, basically it's a small town, and especially a
Mm-hmm.
army cantonment is there in this area,
Mm-hmm.
and many famous restaurants and theaters, school and colleges are there,
Mm. Okay.
especially in my town. Yeah.
Okay. So it's well known for colleges, education purpose. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Also,
There are many schools and colleges.
okay. So very good. So, Sneha, like, what kind of housing or accommodation do you live in?
I live in a independent house, so it's
Okay.
like there are facilities like uh, we have 4 bedrooms, one living room, and kitchenette facilities, and we have a garden in front of our house, small garden where we can sit in the morning time and enjoy, especially in weekend time.
How long have you lived there? Like, for how many years, and are you living from there?
From 22 years, I'm living here.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
very good. And do you have any plans of changing the hometown or going to a different town in future?
Right now, I don't have any plans,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe I will change my decision in my near future because I want to study like abroad part. So I have to change my place
Mm-hmm.
for certain time in
Okay.
my future.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Are the transport or transportation facilities good in your hometown?
Yes, it's pretty good. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I goes for my workplace, I found easily buses and trains from here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, it's a very connecting zone to like some like 7 to 6 station after I can find the main metropolitan city Kolkata. So it's very connecting route
Okay.
towards
It's
us.
well connected. You can say it's
Well
well
connected.
connected. Yes,
Sorry.
we have trams, buses,
Mhm.
metros. You can say,
Metros.
yeah,
Yes.
a well-connected city. The transportation is really awesome. We have all these kind of transportation, and people can travel easily from this part of the city to that part of the city easily. Okay, you can say that.
Sure.
And your the way you spoke is really well. I like your, you know, the confidence levels. But you said when I goes for my place, something you said. When I
Yes.
goes for my place. So when I
No,
go,
yeah,
when I
go
go place,
at
yeah.
my workplace. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I know it came just like that. I understand. Okay. So otherwise, you have clarity of speech. You know what the question is all about, and you're understanding things. Thank you. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
day. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. You too. Let's go with Lavanya Sachdev.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Hi, very good evening, Lavanya. Where are you calling from?
So actually, I'm originally from Varanasi, but currently I'm in Ghaziabad because of my college.
Okay. And what do you do? You're a student.
So I'm actually pursuing an undergraduate degree in biotechnology from
And why did you
IMS,
choose?
IMS Ghaziabad.
And why did you choose this subject?
So actually, since school days, I've always had a very keen interest in biology.
Uh,
So I always knew that this is the subject I want to go further in.
okay. Okay. Who's your favorite teacher, by the way, in your school? And why?
In my school or in my college?
Anything is fine.
Okay, so in my school, my favorite teacher was Mrs. Sonal Singh.
Why is that?
She was very sweet and polite, and she always helped me with all the queries, and she would be always available.
Okay, great. And weather. What's the weather like today?
So now the weather is slightly changing. It is
Mhm.
becoming more and more cold.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what kind of weather do you like the most, and why?
So I love spring
Hmm.
because there's just flowers everywhere and it's a very pleasant weather. I love sitting outside during that time reading a book.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay. So, how does weather affect people in their day-to-day life?
So I think if you're inside the room,
Hmm.
you won't get that affected.
Hmm.
But if you're going out and if the weather is very pleasant, it
Hmm.
definitely makes your mood a bit better. And
Hmm.
if the weather is gloomy, then your mood gets affected the same way.
Do you always pay attention to the weather forecast? Why or why not?
So I do sometimes pay attention to the weather forecast, especially when I'm traveling, to make
Hmm.
sure that I'm keeping all the right clothes and I don't fall sick.
Okay. Have you ever experienced snow, or do you like snow, and why?
No, I haven't experienced snow, but I would love to, have an opportunity to see it once.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's nice speaking to
Thank you.
you. You have good clarity of speech, and you understood every part of the question you tried to answer it. And your pronunciation is also good.
Thank you so much, sir. I just wanted to ask which area needs improvement.
As of now, in part one, you all are doing it good. Only for some people, the MTI is there. That's what I was trying to say, talk about in the next thing. So MTI is nothing but mother tongue influence, guys. So try to speak exactly the way the English is. Okay, at least one or two people only, not everyone. But otherwise, coming to you, ma'am, you did it really well. Your pronunciation is up to the mark. Clarity of speech is good. So keep it up. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's all for today. We are going to speak on few topics or questions like this in the tomorrow's class. Okay. What do you do in your free time? Okay. I want you to take a pic of this and try to speak tomorrow on these things. Okay. So, what do you do in your free time? You can take a pic of it. Okay. It will be there in the handouts, but it's better you take a pic. Okay. Or a screenshot. Okay, in this on this question you're going to speak, and this is a stipulated answer, or you can speak anything and everything, but this is just a sample answer. If you want, you can just go through it. And another question I'm going to ask tomorrow is, I'm giving the paper now itself. Okay. Yes. And the question is, do you prefer to exercise in the morning or evening? Okay. On this, I'm going to ask. Okay. This is also a part one question related to exercises and fitness and all. Okay. Yes. This is again a stipulated answer, sample answer. See, all you need to do is you need to answer it in 3 to 4 sentences. Okay. So another question also I'm going to ask is, do you enjoy cooking? Why or why not? See, if you don't cook, don't say, sir, I don't cook. Don't stop with that sentence. Why you don't cook? Or or what is the reason you have not come across cooking? So that thing you need to say. So that will get you to at least 3 to 4 sentences, right? So another question to you is, do you enjoy cooking? Why or why not? So both negative and positive answers are accepted. There's nothing like, okay, the exam is going to take only positive questions. Even if you say, I don't do things, you can say that. Okay. Yes, this is a stipulated answer to it. If you want, you can take a pic of it. Otherwise, you can prepare on yourself. Another question, where have you traveled recently? Okay. So where have you traveled recently is another question I'm going to ask tomorrow, and many more questions. Okay. So I know that everyone who has raised hands, I might not able to ask everyone, but it comes first come first, and sometimes I choose people also. Okay. Okay, that's all for today, guys. We are going to discuss more and more topics tomorrow. Please stay tuned with us and be with me for another 4 to 5 days. That is till Friday. We're going to do it. If you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box now. Any questions for me? Okay, so someone has typed. Thank you, sir. Sending this file in group. So, okay, this can be forwarded by ma'am. Okay, my grammar is weak. Okay. Yes. Listen to podcasts, listen to documentaries, listen to, people who speak will get you. So, yes, that is the thing. Is there any app to practice speaking? So it's better. I can give you one suggestion, guys. It's better to have a person. For example, if you know someone who is preparing for IELTS, grab that person's number, grab that person. Okay, okay. Try to be in touch with the person. Try to speak with the people and person. Okay, so be in touch with him or her. Okay, and also those who are planning to give interviews, obviously they also need to brush up their English skills, isn't it? English language. So practice with, but there should be someone to help, isn't it? So obviously we Ubergrad also have trainers where they extensively can work on particular modules also, or even all the modules. So that also you can come to know. And also in our website, you can practice speaking. Okay, so we have sectional tests in speaking. You can practice there too. But it's better always to have a face-to-face conversation with people, and the person even sometimes you might not get a person who is that good in English to give you some feedback, right? But even though, try to speak with people in English. Okay, stay in touch with the language. Okay, but Ubergrad also has speaking sectional tests where you can practice. Okay, yes. So yes, I believe I have answered all of your questions. Are my reading scores starting? Okay, so we'll discuss more things tomorrow. Okay, don't worry. Hold on your horses. Okay, we'll discuss on more and more topics tomorrow. Thank you, and that's all from my end. And ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. All right, so guys, I have shared the Telegram channel link in the chat box. You can just join the Telegram channel, and over there also a lot of mock tests are available for you guys. So you can just practice from those mock tests as well. And talking about the sessional tests and the recordings and the handouts part of the various modules, It's there available on the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com. So you can check those out as well if you have missed something in any of the sessions held before. And today's recording would be available to you by tomorrow morning. So if you have missed out anything in this session, you can just check it out since the recording would be available tomorrow. So you can just go to the website and check it out from there. Any other questions from your side? Any doubts related to anything? Any doubts, guys? Anything that you want me to clear it out for you guys? All right, so since we don't have any doubts, I'll just all right, regarding the answer keys. So the answer keys to the various handouts would be available to you by the end of the week. And yeah, so if you have any issues, you can just wait till the end of the week. You'll get the answer keys over there for all the tests. Any other questions? All right, so now I'll just end the session. Um, the recordings, the handouts, and the sessional tests are available on the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com. And the Telegram channel link, I've shared it again in the chat box. You can access the Telegram channel, join it, and over there, a lot of mock tests would be available for you all. So you can just check out those as well. So thank you so much, guys, for joining the session for today. We'll meet tomorrow for another session of speaking, that is speaking session 2. Thank you so much.